Good morning, babies. Well, this is very early in the morning. Wife is still in bed, so I shouldn't get any interruptions, and I've closed the door too. So this painting is one of a pair. This one is called Angel 13. As you can see, it has wings, which are collaged. The rest of it is in, now then, was it oil? I think it was oil. But it was done in 19, there's no date on it, so that makes it 2016. Do these dates really matter? It just means if you don't sell them and you've still got them 20 years later, people think they can't be any good, can they? Because they haven't been bought. But they did make it. Well, one of them made it into an open exhibition at Leicester Open. So that's not bad at all, is it? And it wasn't on the floor, which is normally where they put my work. I couldn't understand why they only had the one of the two when they're very, very similar. You may as well have both of them, put them together and call them a diptych. Well, it's not a diptych. So anyway, this is Angel 14. This has lettering. They're not words, they're just random letters. And I think numbers. Let's have a look. Well, random letters anyway. Signifying the randomness of the universe, even though it isn't really random, is it? It's quite organised, otherwise it wouldn't function. And although these letters seem randomised, and they don't function as words, they do function as metaphor. So therefore they function. So they're not as chaotic as one might first believe. Again, collaged wings and painted in oils. I rather like these paintings, they're freer. I do see me in the face. Perhaps others can't see it, but I can see it. I mean, it's a completely invented face. But as I discovered as I was a life model at Loughborough University for many years, artists do actually do themselves. Even when they have a live model in front of them, particularly, for instance, there was a couple of sculpture lads, because it was separate departments in those days, which I think was much better. They specialised. Anyway, they would measure me with calipers and then render me in clay, and they would look like themselves and not me. There's one that did a great portrait of himself, and he couldn't see it. Everybody else in the class could see it, but not him. And there was another lad who meticulously measured it, and he did fantastic jobs, fantastic. But everyone agreed they all look like him. Why he measured me, I don't know. That's life. So this is what happens with this to this. Maybe other people can't see it, but I can. He's got a sticky out ear for a starter, which is what I've got. See, not so bad as now as when I was a child. When I was a child, one of my ears really protruded like Prince Charles, and my mother was going to get it sewn back, and I said, "Well, don't fancy the pain of that, really. And if it's okay for Prince Charlie, it's okay for me." Even though I've got a lot of bullying, a lot of elastic bands twanged on it in the winter. Don't tell me school days are good, because I hated every minute of mine. Anyway, so that's that one. He's sitting in a chair, which is actually the chair I'm sitting in right now. No, I do use real props sometimes. Can you see the chair? There you see. It's a bit more stylised. It looks like it's got a more square handle, but it was based on this chair. And that's in the same chair. It's not quite the same. I'm doing it from memory, I think, rather than actually looking at the chair. I just knew I was sitting on a revolving chair. Quite a smart one. Got it for free from somewhere. I can't remember where I got it from now, but it's good. Anyway, there's the moniker, signature. That's, see, that kind of dates it. I was wearing those glasses at the time. So that's pointed to me. The face this time doesn't really look particularly like me, but the t-shirt is definitely mine because I have two of those. And these white things, these scribbles, are in fact this. They're on the shirts. I had them printed up by Rick of Norton Lane Artists. Again, I was going to try and sell the t-shirts. Again, I got no interest, so I didn't spend any more money on that. He just gave me the two samples. I just paid for the shirts and he did the printing for free. So that was really good of him. He's a nice chap. He's been making masks for the NHS on his 3D printer. Good bloke. Anyway. And I think that was my wristwatch at the time. I no longer wear watches. No real reason. And you can't see the feet in that one. You can see the feet in the other one. Definitely my legs. So you could say it's a self-portrait without a portrait of me. What is a self-portrait? Is it your face, or is it your whole body, or is it other things that come into a picture? Things that say something about you and become a portrait of you, like the glasses, the tights. Because of my circulation problems, compression helps, and I won't deny it, they feel quite good too. And men used to wear them, it's just ordinary attire. It wasn't until women nicked them that men thought, oh, well, I can't wear that because women are wearing them. Ah, men, you think you're strong, you're not. Anyway, I love these two paintings. I really do. They've got depth, shadows, perspective. They're free. The hands are not realistic hands. They're stylized. Two of my favourite paintings, to be honest. They really are. I love them. I love them. I do. There's the moniker again. So it's just signed. They don't always sign it at the bottom. Sometimes, if it's an abstract, I might not even sign it at all on the front. I might sign it on the back instead, because I might think that the actual tag thing might not be, might disturb the equilibrium of the painting. Or sometimes I'll make it part of the painting. I mean, there's one painting which we'll get to a much later time because it's a bigger painting. You struggle to find where the signature is, and it's this is the development of that. It's more rounded, more easily identified as my initials, because that's what that is. That's my initials. Kind of Orientalish. I like that as well. I know I don't even think about that. I just do it. I just struggle signing my name. And I'll just do that. If you see that, it's probably mine. You see a little bit. See, that shows there are leggings, no feet or footless tights. Lycra. My wife bought them, so they're not made for men. The support tights I do wear sometimes are actually made for men and have that little extra bit, or the little extra thing that men have. But we're getting into stuff here we don't really need to get into, aren't we? Sorry if you find that inappropriate. It's just, it's life. I'm talking art, I'm talking life. So anyway, there we go. I do love them, but Shadow Depth. Weird Hands. Because, you know, I do find it hard to actually do these looser pictures of people where their hands aren't spot on, where everything isn't spot on. People are not spot on. I struggle with it. But when I do it like this, I love it. I feel set free by it. I find it jolly hard work to do. So anyway, so there you are. 2 paintings today because they're like the same. So that's got me whittled down the list a bit, isn't it? There's the gap where they lived. As you can see, we're getting a little bit bigger. A bit bigger. Oh, and that comes down split. Yeah, it comes down smaller again. There's a reason I put that there. I can't remember what it is. But that's a frame. That's a frame I found which actually fitted a painting. So it's the painting staying in it. Again, it's another free one, but we'll get to that, don't worry. But we'll get there. We'll get to these small ones, which I might do 4 at a time rather than 1 at a time, because let's face it, there's probably a fortnight's worth of paintings there. We're all going to get pretty bored with this in the end, aren't we? Aren't we? I don't know. I'll tell you what is weird. I think I'm looking at my eyes in this, but when I look at the picture, my eyes are down there. That's very strange. Where's the camera on this? Is that the camera there? Up there on that green light? I don't know. So anyway, I've been on here rabbiting away for 12.5 minutes. That's a record, I think. And so I've already been down and got the papers for our elderly neighbour and my mother. We've had breakfast, which I took to my wife in bed. I've picked up some empty boxes which need cleaning out. Someone left out for us. I think they kept animals in. They seem to have little brown bits in. You know what I mean? So they need cleaning out. And they'll be used in here for storage of either tools or bottles or maybe paints, actually. Paints on the shelf, so I can just take it out, get the paint. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. So I was going to do the petit déjeuner sur la herbe on the back garden, on the lawn today, using props and myself maybe. But the wind is blowing, so that's not going to happen now. Well, I could make a model of it. Yeah, that's a thought. But it's very windy. I've got one of those big umbrellas on the stand and it's fallen over. The wind blown it over. So that's how strong the wind has been. But it's supposed to be a nice day today, so we'll see. We'll see. So here we are anyway. It's time to go, Stevie Beavis. It's time to go. Have a good one. Keep safe. Keep smiling. And what do I always say? I've forgotten. I know. Love all hurt on and walk in soft shoes. See you tomorrow, babes.